perfect square.
Yes,
So
sir.
let's start subtracting consecutive
Odd
odd
number.
55 minus 1, that is 54.
Yes, sir.
4 minus 3 equals to 51. Then 5, that is 46.
Yes, sir.
40 minus 7, that is 39, right?
39. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And 30.
If it doesn't come up with 0, then it's not a perfect square.
Yes, sir.
Exactly. If we don't end with 0, then it means it's not a perfect square. Good.
Yes, sir.
It's 19, 6, and 6 minus 14, right?
Yes, sir.
Minus 7.
That is minus 8 now. Why minus 7?
Yes.
ये minus 8 होगा ना?
Yes, sir.
So thereby what I'm getting to see, like the value I am getting is 19 minus 3 is 6. Okay, 6 minus 15 हम करेंगे ना. Also see कि हमने correct to किया ना. 55 minus 1, that is 54. 54 minus 51. 51 minus 5, that is, what is it correct? Okay. All right. That is minus 9. So hereby what do we get to see? That we are not ending with 0 over here.
Yes, sir.
Right? Yeah, Moz. Assalamu alaikum. How are you?
Walaikum salam, sir. I'm fine.
All right. So we are going to discuss the repetitive subtraction method over here. Right
Yes,
now.
sir. Yes, sir.
So if we do not end with 0, then it means that the number is not a perfect square. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Here it's wrong actually. We after 6, you have to subtract it with 15. There will be minus 9 आएगा यहाँ पर. Okay.
Yes, sir.
If you're someone seeing the book, if you're using the book, thereby you can correct it from there. Okay. So this shows that 55 cannot be expressed as the sum of the consecutive numbers starting with 1.
Yes, sir.
Right? So hence it is not a perfect square. Simply हमें पता है if a number can be expressed as the sum of consecutive odd numbers starting from 1, thereby it is a perfect square, otherwise it's not.
Yes, sir.
Exercise 3.2. Hope you guys have completed this exercise.
Yes, sir. I finished.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Also,
Sir, I couldn't do 5 and 5th question.
which question?
5th and
Question
6th.
5th and 6th. I will be doing that question. We'll be doing that question. Before that, from exercise 3.1, कुछ questions थे. Like how do we find the smallest number by which a given number must be multiplied? इस तरह के कुछ questions थे ना, so that the product is a perfect number. Perfect.
Yes.
For example, say there's a question. Numbers हमारे पास, for example, 23805.
Yes, sir.
Take some more number. For example, take 12150. Now, here you have given two numbers, right? And we can clearly see that none of the two numbers are perfect square numbers.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Actually, my camera keeps turning off today. I will have to get to fix that. Anyways, so we need to find the smallest number by which these given numbers must be multiplied so that the product is a perfect square number.
Yes, sir.
Let me write it. Find the smallest. You guys have to do it, okay? Now, if you remember, we did such. If you remember, we did such questions in the class.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
By which the given number must be multiplied to make it a perfect square.
Yes, sir. So we must factorize it. Then the number which is not in pair. So that is the number that we have to multiply.
Exactly. So that the product is a perfect square number.
Yes, sir.
By the way, are you getting this question? These are two numbers given over here, and they are not perfect squares. We have to make them a perfect square. So we need to
Okay,
find
sir.
by which smallest number I must multiply them so that I give a perfect square number. Okay.
Okay, sir.
See, I will be solving one of the questions for you guys.
Okay, sir.
So for the first question, 238805. Prime factors इसके क्या होंगे?
First is 5.
Yes, sir.
First is 5, then
Second is 3.
3, then again 3.
Yes, sir.
Okay, 45. And then
Uh,
23. First of all, you guys do it in your copy quickly. Do the prime factorization of 23805 and see what value you are getting. Everyone knows how to do prime factorization, right?
Yes, sir.
Sir,
Yeah, Moaz.
prime factorization means LCM.
No, that's a different thing now. LCM is the lowest common multiple.
Oh, we have to divide means.
Prime factorization means to write a number as the multiple. Has my screen stopped sharing?
Yes, sir.
Okay, look here.
so the next prime factor is 23 and then 20.
93, then 23.
Yes, sir.
Correct. See, was what we have to do in the case of prime factorization. ना? Like
Yes,
हमें
sir.
factorization करनी होती है number की. For example, 16 can be written as 2 into 8 like this. Okay, or it
Yes,
can
sir.
be this 2 into 2 into 2 into 2. Right now.
Yes, sir.
So here you have simply done the factorization of this number. Say you have prime factorization. So in prime factorization, you have to do the factorization of the number in terms of prime numbers. Prime numbers क्या होते हैं? हाँ, और हम what are prime numbers?
Sir, which only have the multiples of itself and 1.
Itself and one, not one. The one that are that can be divided by one and itself only.
Yes, sir.
Okay, those are the prime factors, right? What are co-primes? What are co-prime numbers? Yes, Arhan, co-prime numbers क्या होते हैं? Hello.
The pairs of numbers that do not have a common factor other than 1.
Other than one, very good. For example, 2 and 3.
Yes,
इनके
sir.
common factor सिर्फ 1 है. 3 and 5. The only common factor they share is 1. So that is the prime factorization to represent a number in the form of the prime numbers, right? So it is 5 into 3 into 3 into 23 into 23. Okay.
Yes, sir.
हम क्योंकि स्क्वायर्स के बारे में पढ़ रहे हैं, we need to find whether a number is perfect square or not, right?
Yes, sir.
For example, if I were to have a number like 625, इसकी prime factorization अगर मैं करता हूँ, I can write it like this now, 5 into 5, okay, right? So 5 is square into 5 square, yeah,
It's 25 square.
into 1 like this, right?
25 square.
So here I get to see I have numbers like 5 and 5, which are prime numbers basically. So if I have given, if I am provided with a square number, I can represent it in the form of prime, a multiplication of prime numbers, right? Now, so
Yes.
represent. Similarly, here I can see like prime factors of 23805 is 5 into 3 into 3 into 23 into 23. So हमें सिर्फ दो numbers के pair मिल रहे हैं यहाँ पर. 5 is not in pair here, no? Yeah.
Yes.
So when we tried to group it in equal numbers, 5 was left alone. So had we multiplied it with 5, then it would become a perfect square number. अगर हमने इसे 5 से multiply कर दिया, so thereby I will be having 3 pairs here.
Yes, sir.
Getting it, Arhan? Arham was
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
right. So हमें equal pairs मिल जाएंगे, 3 equal pairs मिलते हैं, right? If we are able to multiply it with 5, so thereby the number has to be multiplied with 5. Okay. One of you quickly find it. What value you will be getting?
So we have to multiply by 5.
Yes, sir.
Simply multiply it with 5. Correct. Next question, you guys do quickly. 1 2 1 0.
So we have to send you.
No, just write the answer in the chat box.
Sir, where is question?
Second number question.
Okay,
12,150.
sir. Okay, sir.
First, you will do its prime factorization, then you will be continuing. Okay, if now, guys, if I were to change the first question, and now if I were to say that the find the smallest number by which the given number must be divided, so that the
So we have
product
to
is the
divide by
perfect.
5.
You have to divide with 5. Good. So why you guys have turned your cameras off? Yeah. Yeah. Anyone who has done it? Come on, be quick.
Sir, I've done.
What value are you
Thank you.
getting?
Sir, I sent it. There has to be another pair of threes. I missed that.
You have missed that also. In fact, you have missed 2 here also. Arhan. Look, guys, over here. Arham, have you done it?
No, sir, I'm doing.
Look here. Let me help you guys with it. So 2 times 3 is 6. Okay. 6 into 3, 18. Right? 18 into 3, 54. Okay. Right? 54.
Yes, sir.
और चलो यहाँ पे भी कर लेते हैं. 2 6 are 12. Right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
0 0 7 5. 0 7 5. This is the next 0 here. 6 0 7 5. ठीक है.
Yes, sir.
6 7 5. Now 3 2s are right.
Then we can divide it by 5 also.
We can divide it by 5 also. We'll be doing that also. Okay now. Now 5 4s are 20.
45.
Right.
405.
5 into 81 405. Right.
Yes,
Now
sir.
Yes.
3 into 27 81. 3 into 9 27. 3 3s are 9.
Yes, sir.
Right. So this is like this. 2 times 3 times 5 times 5. Then how many 3s are remaining? 4, right?
Yes, sir.
Now let's try to group the prime factors in equal pairs. हम equal pairs में group करने की कोशिश करते हैं. So just 3 and 3 can be grouped. This 3 and 3 can be grouped. 5 and 5 can be grouped. So you are left with 2 and 3,
6.
right? Boss, you are getting it now. Arham. So you are left with 6, right? So had we multiplied it with 6 now, had we multiplied the number with 6, then I would be getting a perfect square number.
Yes,
अगर
sir.
मैं multiply कर दिया होता तो so I would be getting it up as a perfect square number. Hope it is clear to everyone.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Or if the question was to divide, I would be dividing it with this number.
So can you give us another question?
If you guys like to solve some more question, then let's take some more question. Now take a question in which you have to find the smallest number by which the number should be multiplied, should be divided.
Okay, sir.
सेम क्वेश्चन है, सिंपली आपको क्या करना है, डिवाइड करना है. Divided. Take the question, take the value 14283. That is the first value. Take one more value as 1800. Okay, solve these.
Sir, can you
Most,
give 3 questions so everyone can do one?
that will be also good. That will be better. Take 2904 as the next question. Okay.
Sir, who has to do which?
Starting from Arhan. Arhan will be doing the first question.
Okay, sir.
Then second was, third one will be done by you, Arhan. Ahmed hasn't joined.
Sir, we should divide it.
You have to divide it with the smallest number in order to make it a perfect square.
5 or
Can,
7.
Mhm.
so can you also find the end value?
You can do that also. You can be doing that also.
Okay, sir.
Sir, I can divide 1800 by 5.
1800 by?
5.
No. Have you done it on the copy? First do it in the copy, na, then you will be getting a proper value. By the way, you don't have to divide it with the 5. That is not the correct value, by the way. By the way, multiplication will आपको clear है ना? How we were doing this question? 1000 to
Yes.
12,150.
Yes, sir.
Because ये क्या है ना, basically 6 है ये, right? So we need equal pairs ना. अगर हमारे पास 6 into 6 होता, so thereby it would be a perfect square. So that's why 6 has to be multiplied with this number.
Sir, I'm done.
Done. You are doing third question. What value have you got, Arham?
We have to divide by 6, so 484 equals to 22 square.
Okay. So the number is 2904. The prime factorization of the number is
2 square, 11 square into 2 and into 3.
into 2 into 3.
Yes, 6.
121 into 2 into 42. Take it. That is correct. So you are left with 2 and 3 here.
Yes, sir.
These are the only two values that are not in pair. That is 6. So had we multiplied it with, had we been dividing it with 6? Okay.
Yes, sir.
So I would be left with this only, right?
Yes, sir.
अगर हमने 6 divide कर दिया यहाँ पर, so I would be left with this only. Okay. After division, what value you are getting?
484.
484, and that is the square of 22. Very good.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. What about you guys? By the way, Arham, you tell me, out of these numbers, 11, 12, 16, 32, 36, 50, then take 64, 79, 81, 111, 121. Which one are not perfect square here?
So 11 is not perfect square. 12 is also not a perfect square.
There are 4 marks.
32 is also not a perfect square. And 50.
50. Right. And then
64.
64 is a perfect square. 8 square is 64.
Yes, sir. Yeah. That's 79.
79. Then
111.
111. Good. Also, if you were to mention, all if you mention at this bracket, the numbers given in the bracket first. Okay. We get to see now some of the numbers here which are not perfect square. They are also prime numbers, right?
Yes, sir.
11. Then you have 79.
32.
Then you have, no, 32 is
50.
not a prime number. Neither is 50.
So 31.
31. Where have I written 31? No. Neither is 111 a prime number, right? It
Yes.
can be divided by 3 by 37 times. So point I'm trying to make here, that we get to see, like, the prime numbers are always non-perfect square numbers.
Yes,
Prime
sir.
numbers हमेशा क्या होते हैं? Non-perfect square numbers होते हैं. Getting it, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now
Sir, I
back to
got
what value you have got?
So we have to divide by 3 to make it a perfect square.
Okay. First of all, tell me the prime factorization of it.
So 3 into 3 into 3 into 23 into 23.
Okay. Square of 23 is
So 5 to 9.
5 to 9.
Yes, sir.
Okay. That is correct. So we are left with only 3 here, right?
Yes, sir.
So we have to divide it with 3. That is
So
correct.
the end value is 4,761.
4,000 and
761.
that is the square of 61 or that is the square of 61 or 69.
69.
69, right?
Yes.
So on put this value will be 69. Correct then. Yeah, Moaz, what about you? Hello.
Sir, I got 5.
You got what value?
5, sir.
5. Okay. 1800 की हम prime factorization पहले करते हैं. So it will be 2 times 900, 2 times 450, 2 times 225, then 5 times 445, ठीक है? Okay, there's not sufficient space here. मैं यहाँ पे कर रहा हूँ. Okay. Yeah. The number is 1800. The prime factorization of this number, the camera keeps turning off again and again. So it's 2 times 900, 2 times 450, and 2 times 225, 5 times 45, 5 times 9, and 3 times 3. Did prime factorization in this manner, Moz?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
I divided 1800 by 2. Then I got 900. I divided 900 by 3.
No, why would be dividing 900 by 3 now? No. See, which one is not in a pair here? This 2,
Yeah.
right? So the whatever the number is given, look at the question. Find the smallest number by which the given number must be divided. So this is the smallest number by which I have to divide it. So 1800 upon 2 is 900, and root under 900 will be 30 basically,
Yes, yes.
right? So that is the resultant value over here.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Okay.
Anyone has any doubts in the chapter so far? Please do let me know, because I'm now going to begin the square root portion of the chapter.
No, sir.
Yeah, anyone has any doubts? All
No,
right. So we are going to begin this chapter. So in the chapter, no, in this part, when you find the number whose square is known, okay, finding the number whose square is known as finding the square root. वैसे numbers जिसके square हमें पता है, उसके हम number को find करते हैं. So thereby it's a square root. For example, 91. Yeah, right. For example, हमने 9 के square को find किया, that is 81, right? That is a square. Now अब हम इसका inverse करते हैं. If you were to do the inverse operation of finding the square of a number,
Yes,
that
sir.
is called as square root basically, right? Finding a square means what? Simply 9 times 9, that is 81.
Yes,
Now
sir.
when you
That
do
would
the
multiply.
inverse, when you do the inverse operation of finding the square of a number, you get the original number back. So this operation is called as square root basically.
Yes, sir.
So the square root is the inverse operation of squaring. Okay. So to find the square, to find the number with the given square is called the square root. For example, 2 square equals to 4. So the square root of 4 is 2. Similarly, for 10 square, it's 100, and then inverse operation leads you back to 10. Getting it now? So in that in general is the square root, and there's a symbol for square root. This is the
Yes, sir.
square root. Okay, for positive square roots.
Yes, sir.
Right. That is a symbol for positive square root.
The under root.
Under root. Now, further we are going to find out, for example, now, if I were to have the numbers like 19 square is 361, that I know. Yeah. 19 square is 361. Now, square root of 361 will give you 19. Here I get to see like there are 2 digits here. Take it.
Yes, sir.
And the number of digits here are 3. Let's say कि हमें अभी नहीं पता है. Let's say कि हमारे पास कोई number है, for example 121. I don't know how many digits are there in the square root of this number. ठीक है? So see, count the number of digits. How many digits are in this was? Basically 3 digits.
Yes, sir.
So 3 plus 1 upon 2. By the way, ये 3 के odd number of digits है.
Yes, sir.
So here I'm trying to find how many digits will be in its square root. Digits in the square root of this number will be how many? इसकी square roots में कितने digits होंगे? So it is 3 plus 1 upon 2, that is 4 upon 2, यानी कि 2. And by calculation, I also know that is square root 121 is 11. And there are 2 digits in it, right? So basically, I can represent in order to find the number of digits in the square root of a perfect square. Okay, it will be represented by this formula: n plus 1 upon 2. When n is even, sorry, when n is odd. Okay, let me repeat what I just told you. Whenever you will be having a perfect square number like 121 example hai, I need to find how many digits are there in the square root of this number. So thereby I will count the number of digits in the given perfect square, that is 3. I will add 1 to it, then divide by 2, so thereby I will be getting 2. And by checking it also, I see there are 2 digits in the square root of 121, right? 1 and 1 namely. So this is basically the formula: n plus 1 upon 2 when n is odd, right? Okay. Say you have example of another digits. Say you have कि हमारे पास वैसे numbers हैं in which the number of digits are even, for example, right? Give an example of a square whose number of digits are even.
Sir, 9 square.
9 square, very good. 81. So n यहाँ पर क्या है? N is 2 here, right?
Yes, sir.
So the number of digits in square root of 91 we need to find out कितना होगा. So it will be 2 upon 2, that is 1. And we know root under 81 is 9. That is only one digit. So that is basically a very simple thing, that we are estimating the number of digits in the square root of a number, right? So this is basically the formula. If n is even, n upon 2 is the formula. If n is odd, n plus 1 upon 2 is the formula. Hope it is clear to everyone. In fact, we have discussed that earlier
Yes, sir.
while you guys were there in the class. Okay. Let's do some practice then. Okay. Find for this. Find how many digits are there for this number. Okay. These are the 3 numbers. Find how many digits are there
Sir,
in the square root of these numbers.
Sir, first one will be 2.
There will be 2. Good. That is 19, so it's 2. Second one
Second one will be 3.
will be 3.
3.
Good.
And third one
It
will
is-
be 2.
Third one will be 2. Very good. There are 2 digits here, right? Okay. These are some general questions that are asked sometimes.
Yes, sir.
Now, sometimes you might be asked now to estimate, like the square root of a number will be lying where? एक number given है 247. हमें estimate करना where the square root of this number will be lying.
Yes, sir.
The 247 can be a square.
No, 247 is not a square of any number. 247 is not the square of any number.
Yes, sir. 15 square to
Ah.
25, 16 is 256.
Right? The nearest square number to 247 is what?
Sir, 25.
225?
Yes, sir.
256, right?
Okay. 225 and then 256. Out of the two, which one is more nearer? 256.
256.
यहाँ
Yes,
पे
sir.
सिर्फ प्लस 9 का डिफरेंस है, यहाँ पे प्लस 12 का डिफरेंस है, राइट?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
प्लस 22 का एक्चुअली, ठीक है? प्लस 22 का डिफरेंस है, here there is a difference of plus 9, so it's more close to the square of 16 now.
Yes, sir.
So 247 is closer to the square of 16, right? So thereby can I say that the square root of 247 will be much closer to the square of 16, will be closer to 16.
Yes, sir.
I'm saying root under 247 की square root, it will be closer to 16. Approx value 16 के around आएगी.
Yes, sir.
You see, it would be around 15.71.
15.71 by the long division method we will find that also. While अगर हमें सिर्फ estimate करना हो, so we can estimate it will be closer to 16.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's do some practice questions.
Yes, sir.
Now if you have the value like 321. Okay, find out what would be the square root of this number. Approximate value find करनी है. Remember the procedure. हमें find करना है कि हमारे given number के
18.
Approximately 18 square.
18 is square. Very good. Because 17 is square, first write it like this.
289.
17 square is 289.
Yes, sir.
While 18 square is
324.
324.
Yes, sir.
And out of the two moles, which one is more closer to 321?
Yes, sir.
Out of 289 and 324, obviously which one is more closer to 321?
1 minute, sir.
324. Now there is a difference of 3 only here.
Yes.
Right now. Okay, you guys solve some more questions, then it will be clear.
So can you assign them?
I will be assigning the questions. Okay. $381. Moz, you solve this one. Second question. $456. Second will be solved by Arham. Third will be solved by Arhan. Yeah. Yes. Start solving. Most the methodology is clear to you, no? How we have solved this. If it's not clear, please do let me know in the class.
Yes, sir. It's 3 plus 1 divided by 2.
3 plus 1 divided by 2. Why you would be doing that? Look here. Right now, we are estimating the square root of a number. Moments ago, we were finding how many digits were there in it. How many digits were... I will come with your hand in a moment. Moments ago, was we were doing a different thing. हम find कर रहे थे कि approximate, हम find कर रहे थे how many digits will be there in the square root of a given number. So 361 square root is 19. So that we already know that.
How 19?
But yeah,
How 19?
because 19 is multiplied 19 is 361,
Ah, okay, sir.
right?
Yes.
So I am seeing that it is having 2 digits. By calculation, I can also find it out. So how many digits are there? 1, 2, and 3. So any
Yes,
number 3 here. I will add 1 to it, then divide by 2. So I'm getting 2. So 19 is having 2 digits. So that is what we were doing moments ago. So right now we are
Sir,
doing
I
this.
sent you the answer.
That is
Sir, I
sir.
sent
Then,
you.
okay. You have sent it.
then, sir, mine question answer will be 2.
No, Moaz. You have to do the first question. Right now we are estimating the square root of a number. Like जब हम एक वैल्यू के स्क्वायर रूट के अंदर रखते हैं, for example 400. So 400 is the square of 20,
Yes, sir.
right? I can write it like this: 20 into 20. So the moment I have a number as pair, I can take it out from the square root. I can write it just simply 20. So here we are trying to estimate like 381 right now, if which is not a perfect square number here, right? So its square root will be closer to which number? I mean to say, what will be the approximate value of the square root of this number?
Okay.
That is we are trying to do here. Yeah, Arhan, for the you were solving that question, right?
Yes, sir.
Arham, I have received your question also. 21 square. Okay, okay. Huh. Root under 700. Yeah. So what is the square of 28, guys? 28 times 28, that is how much? 780.
Yes, sir.
28 square है 784. 27 square is how much? 27
Uh,
quickly tell me.
7 to 9.
7 to 9. Good. So out of the two, you guys tell me which one is more closer?
7 to 9, sir.
7 to 9, no?
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
Arhan. सिर्फ 29
Yes,
का
sir.
difference है ना यहाँ पर? While here it's a
Yes,
difference
sir.
of. So इसकी approximate square root हमें 27 के round मिलेगी. Yeah.
Sir,
What?
sir, I got it's 19.
It's 19.
Yes, sir.
Very good. Very good. Okay. But I'm not entirely sure. Look,
So it's 20 square.
it
Yes, sir.
has to be 20 square. Right? क्योंकि वहाँ पे सिर्फ 19 का difference होगा. Look here. 19 square is 361. 20 square is 400. Yeah. Here the difference is of 19. No? यहाँ पर 20 का difference है. Right? So thereby it will be more closer to the square of 20. So hence its square root will be closer to 20. Okay. Still you have tried it very good. Okay.
Thank you.
So that will be 27, Arhan. Yeah, Arham, what value you were getting? 21 is
10
right.
square.
21 is square, that is 400 and
84. So 441.
441. Root under 456. Second question. 21 square is 441, while 22 square is 484.
Yes, sir.
Now, see what is where do we get to see the minimum difference? With
441.
441, right? There's a difference of 15 on.
Yes, sir.
While here there's a difference of how much? 28 or 18.
44.
Uh-huh.
It will be
456, 484.
Sir, 28.
24.
28 now. 28 now, Arham. 56 plus
Oh, yes,
28.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
how
I
much?
was saying from 480.
Okay, nahi. So it is more closer to 21. So hence approximate value would be 21. Okay. I hope everyone is having no doubt in this now.
Yes, sir.
Shall we move ahead?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Now we are now going to find the square roots by the method of repeated subtraction. Yeah. Remember moments ago we were doing a similar thing in order to check whether a number is a perfect square number or not. Right now. So Arhan, look at the screen and explain what is happening.
So we take a number and then we divide by consecutive odd numbers, and the amount of time the number is subtracted by the odd numbers to reach 0 is the square of that number.
Mhm. Very good. Very well explained. So here I have a number like 36. I am repetitively subtracting consecutive odd numbers to it 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 until we reach 0. Right? Moz Arhan Arham.
Yes, sir.
So how many numbers were subtracted? In total, 6 numbers were subtracted. So hence the square root of 36 is 6.
Yes, sir.
By the way, my voice is coming clearly today, no? or not?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, there was some issue in the earphone, so I had to change the earphone today. Okay, take some other numbers. Okay, for example, let's I will be giving some bigger numbers. Okay,
Sir, 144.
no, that's a smaller number. Okay, uh, let's say 676, but that
7024.
that will be too big of a number. In case
7024.
then you it will be taking too much of time. 1024 now, हम देते हैं 1024 is the square of
32.
32.
That will
So
be
you will have to consecutively subtract 32 odd numbers. So that will take too much time. So
Yes,
let's just take a smaller numbers. ठीक है? So as
sir.
Arham was saying, 144 हम लेते हैं.
Sir, 289.
289. Okay. Or was which number you have to solve it?
Sir.
81. Let's say. Okay. Solve it quickly.
Okay.
Sir, I know the answer.
By
Yes,
the
sir.
but practice it with the method. ना method के साथ आप practice करें so that you will be able to retain the concept, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. First one Arham, second one Arhan, third one was.
Sir, can we send the pic to your WhatsApp number?
You can send the photo of the question as well, photo of the solution as well. After we will be after we are done with this, now we will be revising the square root by long division method. Okay, now
Yes, sir.
try to make it quick. Try to solve this quickly. I'm thinking to discuss that concept today as well. Okay, so that only practice will be left in the chapter to do. Also, by the way, um, in the next classes now, I will be taking questions from the MTG book as well. Okay,
Yes, sir.
there's a book by Tata McGraw-Hill's TMH की books आती हैं. Okay, MTG publications here. So those books have got some very good questions in it. Okay,
Yes, sir.
right. So the books are being scanned. I haven't got the PDF of the book yet. When I will get the PDF of the book, I will be taking questions from there also. Right.
Yes, sir.
But I need to be sure that you guys are able to solve questions from NCERT also. Only then I will be taking questions from there.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Moaz, you understood this part, no?
Yes, sir.
Good. Yeah, by the way, in the next science class, I will be telling you the answers of the test you guys attended in the class for the chapter crop production and management. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, anyone who has done it?
No, sir. It's a very long process.
Hmm. Okay, do one thing now. After the class, just send it to me. Okay, it's a
Okay.
simple process but long.
Correct,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
So we have few more minutes remaining. So I think I'll be taking other concepts as well. Now,
Sir,
yes,
I think
you have sent it.
no. I think should I say?
You can send it. If you are done, you can send it. Okay.
Okay.
Now, there was a prime factorization method as well in order to find the square root of a number, right? See,
Yes, sir.
you have a number 1764. We need to find its square root. So we are doing the prime factorization here.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So by simply I can see by prime factorization 1764, it's a perfect square number.
Yes,
A
sir.
So we are getting pairs of prime factors like 2, 3, and 7 इनके pairs हमें मिल रहे हैं prime factors करने पे. So thereby I'm getting 42. Yeah. So far we did talk about repetitive subtraction method. We did discuss about the estimation method as well. Now
Yes,
you
sir.
have the prime factorization method, right? So prime factorization method हम तब करेंगे when we know that the number is a perfect square number, right? So by this method we can find the square root of a number like this. Getting it?
Yes, sir.
Take some questions and then practice it. Okay. Here you have the numbers like 676. Do the prime factorization of this number and find what value you are getting. All of you will be doing the same question
Yes, sir.
and
So we
answering
will do the diagonal method.
the diagonal method in order to find the square root.
Yes, sir.
Those are very simple. We can discuss that also. Okay. Usually I
Okay, sir.
don't think exams में पूछे जाते हैं आपके स्कूल में वो methods. Those are
Okay,
those
sir.
That's
there
not
in the
even in my
NCERT.
syllabus.
That's not in the syllabus for your hub.
Yes, sir.
Anyways, that will just take a minute, so I will be covering that also. No issue. Okay.
So done.
Sir, done. Yes, sir.
Answer in the chat section.
Okay, sir.
So I've sent you.
Okay.
Sir, I have sent also.
All right. I have received from both of you. Okay. So the prime factorization is as follows: 2 times 2 multiplied 13 times 13. Yeah,
Yes,
Moz,
sir.
I'm waiting for your answer as well. Yeah. So we are getting two pairs of prime numbers, all right? Namely 2 and 13. So it is 2 into
The
13.
169 cannot be divided by any number except 13, right?
Exactly. Can't be divided by any other numbers except 13. Okay. So here in the prime factorization method, we firstly represent the numbers in the form of its prime factorization, right? Then we will be making pairs of similar factors. Similar factors हमने pairs form कर दिए. Now we will be taking one out of every pair. One number out of every pair will be taken, like we have taken here, right?
Yes, sir.
Find the product of those two numbers. So thereby we are getting 26, right? So in
Yes,
this,
sir.
you can find the square root of this number, that is square root of 676 is 26. Hope it is clear to everyone.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Was is it clear to you?
Yes, sir, it is clear, but one thing.
Look, do one more thing. find the square root of 3136 using the prime factorization method.
Okay.
Sir, all?
Sir, in 169, we can't divide it by 3.
No, you can't divide with 3 now. 169 को आप 3 से divide करेंगे. 3 5s are 15, remaining 1 and 9. 3 6 are 18. So there is a remainder 1 now.
Okay.
You are left with 1, so we can't.
Okay.
Sir, we all
Who's,
have to do it.
who's eating biscuit in the class? You guys have to do it right now. There's only 1 or 2 minutes left, so please do it quickly.
Sir, your voice is coming low.
Am I audible now? Hello?